Hey, what's up? I'm sharing with y'all today because I got a topic, on my heart, and I just want to share it. It's so amazing to me. Everybody is so short with everybody in this world today. And I understand how some of you guys feel, especially you ladies. You ladies have done a lot with your lives before you became mothers. You did a lot before you became a wife. You had accolades. You were well respected. You had community service under your belt. You had talent. You were intelligent, maybe held down a corporate job, or maybe was a CEO. But somehow when you get married, engaged, or have children, somehow you lose your credit. And why is that? You know, Nowadays, when you talk to someone that you're in a relationship with about your accolades, you're quickly cut off. It becomes a competition. You're like, yeah, me, I'm used to run a company, da da da. And all of a sudden, instead of, the conversation being about what you did and how you did it, and it becomes more like, oh yeah, well my wife used to do that, or oh yeah, I used to run a company too, and automatically it's a shift in the conversation away from you back onto people. And that's the type of people that we're bumping into these days. They want somebody to hear their story. They will overthrow and overtake anybody to get their story heard. And we are not acknowledging people for who they are. We're not. We're not. We're competing on every level. And I refuse to be a part of that game. My life is not about competition. I'm somebody that gives willingly with a free spirit. I love people, but I'm not here to compete with anybody. And I suggest if you're in that situation where your husband's competing with you, your kids, your job, stop it. It's not worth it. Let them have the shine. It's probably the only shine they ever got in life, so they're using you to be that audience that they couldn't get a hold of out in the world. So now that you become that important person, you are the only audience. Whether you're mom, dad, wife, fiance, or best friend, you're the audience. So just give them a round of applause and let them go head on. They'll find out later down the line that grabbing the audience takes a lot more work than just hostage ear taking. You can't just hold someone's ear hostage and all of a sudden they have grand respect for you. Life is bigger than that. Life is bigger than that. You know? I feel like the people who want to be known as important and want everyone to know how much they were successful in life didn't turn out successful. So that's why their story is so intense. That's the reason why they interrupt you and switch it back to them. If you say, oh, one thing I can do really well is really, really cook or really, really sew. Watch me. They'll say, oh, did you know I used to do that for a living, or did you know my cousin or my uncle or my friend, and then automatically the conversation is now highlighted on the person they know that does what you do, instead of them just giving you your proper just due. Stop looking for these people to applaud you. The people that are out here that can't communicate well with others, they're the ones looking for applause. And remember, the reason they're doing that because they never had the audience. They were normally probably the outcast, or the person that was the black sheep of the family, or somebody that just didn't have a voice because everything they talked about didn't make sense. Maybe they stayed intoxicated too much and their words became of less value to the people around them. Maybe some condition spiritually caused them to have people lose respect for their voice. So they take it now wherever they can get it. They will bully you, they will insult you, they will take your conversation hostage and switch it around. And just let it be. Do not live for applause. Live for you. Because just because you get the audience this week don't mean you'll have the same audience next week. That's something I know from being in show business. Every musician can tell you. One week, you at a club and it's packed. That same very club where people applauded you and gave you standing ovations may be a small crowd next week. The question is, can you still perform like a superstar when nobody's clapping? Think about it, you people, the ones who know I'm talking to them, who like to rob people of their just due and their accolades and applause. You can steal their applause and steal their shine, but can you maintain your audience once you get it? That's the point. Because you definitely lost the audience of the person that you've been pounding on about how important you are. That person sees you as less valuable every time you speak. The first time you did it, They listen because they're like, I can't believe this person is really interrupting my conversation, to put the conversation back on them and their wealth and their growth and their how big of a deal they are. But that's the thing. You were that only opportunity. They get several opportunities, like very few like that. So don't worry about it. They can steal your shine, baby. They can steal your shine. But they may not be able to steal where your shine came from. And if it came from God, they can't do nothing with it. If America could steal the sun and control the sun and dictate what days the sun comes out and pay and charge you for sunny days, they would do it. But some things are just out of the hands of humans. And some of these applause that you're stealing, you'll never have a clue why no matter how much you steal, they keep getting hand claps. Think about it, people. Don't be intimidated by these people that need a round of applause in order to go to the next level in life. You got to clap for them when they wake up. You got to clap for them when they go to bed. Ooh, you went to bed on time today. You getting up on work for work on time. Oh, you know, you washed your car this week. Oh, you actually cut your hair. Oh, you actually went to school and got your lessons. No. Some of this stuff in life we're supposed to just do. Let these people just do it. If you can't just do it without a clap, you're not doing it. You're operating just like a person on drugs, you know, or a person on alcohol. You get up, you need that clap, you need that, you know, that whole everybody focus on me injection before you can go off and running. You ain't gonna be running very long, babe, because audiences do die out. This is Denise Save.